Hello, welcome to episode 4 of The Journey.
It's Technology Week at Elm Park Primary School. Year 6 teacher Simon has something of a challenge to face today. He's on the way to school to meet a professional animator, and Simon has to help with the animation lesson.
I'm really looking forward to today's lesson. I've got quite a lot of experience with computers, but certainly not with animation. But I'm looking forward to seeing how much progress the children make, and certainly how much progress I make.
Head teacher Vicky and her team have put an ambitious programme together for Technology Week.
Throughout the school, staff, parents and invited specialists are showcasing and introducing a range of technologies. And we've got some parents in helping to make rockets and launch them. We've got children making robots and using Lego technology. We've got smaller children using some of our early types of technology, Bebot, and being able to program toys. And we've got lots of people involved in helping children to use the technologies that they've brought from home, such as their DSs and their iPods, to think about how they might be able to use them to support their learning within school.
We are going to adapt the poem Jabberwocky.
Oscar Stringer has been working with schools for over 12 years, introducing staff and pupils to video, digital photography and animation.
They're getting to use technology creatively. They're getting to work together as teams. They're working on a poem that's very familiar to them, Jabberwocky. So they've had the opportunity to take that apart, analyse it, look at it, discuss it, and bring it to life. It allows them to express themselves in a slightly different way.
We've been learning about the Jabberwocky in class, so we're making models, and then later on we're going to animate them, and then we're going to put them onto the Apple Macs and make them into a film.
The grey on the gimbal and the wing. A mimsy where the bird goes, and the moon runs out rain at bird.
We've been making plasticine models up, and they have to be quite big and bulky so they stand up and you can see the features, and then you sort of take several pictures of them and then they move, you put it into I Can Animate, and then it sort of makes it into a film like Wallace and Gromit.
They learn from different areas of the curriculum all within one session. So they're learning ICT skills, animation, as well as photography, cross-curricular links with literacy, where they've studied the poem previously, so they have an understanding. If you can ever understand the Jabberwocky, they understand that you can't understand it. It's all in your own head. So there's a whole cross-curricular phase there.
I like computers because I can show my parents what I've done at school. They're good because there's lots of knowledge on there and there's creativity on the internet as well. I like to use computers to help me with homework sometimes.
I like using computers because it is very, very good for our knowledge as well, and we are able to learn new stuff on the computers.
The wolf will play but snicker snack.
He left it dead, and with his head he went lumping back.
And outside the classroom, Elm Park are also improving their use of technology for communication between school staff. Office manager Ashley explains.
We've recently subscribed to a new email system called Staff Mail, and we can forward emails straight on to staff rather than printing off hard copies of emails and putting them through to their pigeonholes. It's all done electronically now, and they can access the information at home or from their own workstations. We're hoping to bring into the school a managed learning environment. Students can access their homework at home, and teachers can put topical information onto the environment, and they can also communicate directly with students and parents.
One of Vicky's aims for Technology Week is to involve as many parents as possible. What have they learned from the experience?
What sorts of lessons have you been involved in?
Yesterday I joined in with one of the DS sessions, so some of them had their DSs and they were showing other children how to use them.
The children were having their pictures taken on the laptops, on the webcam, and they were distorting the pictures, so it's making their faces wider, longer.
I mean, can you imagine a class full of children all with their Wii Fit boards doing like a PE lesson?
They still need to be able to do the writing, but other stuff, it makes them... They don't think that they're learning, they think they're playing a game.
It's more fun, isn't it? It's fun learning. I think it helps it sink in a lot more.
I think the children are very, very confident with technology, so it does give them more confidence in class and it makes them more interested.
Being able to bring something in from home which you wouldn't normally associate with school, I think that's broken a whole barrier that you don't realise is there. So being able to bring home into the classroom and then she'd come back and be able to go through everything that she's done within school. Normally when you ask what she's done, it's like, I don't know, not a lot. But to have that connection, and we're using that the ICT to do that, I think it's been brilliant for her, really.
Technology Week has been a great success. How are the rest of Vicky's plans going? Has she come to a decision about the replacement ICT lead?
We've discussed the role with the ICT development team and we've decided that we want to appoint an assistant head teacher with responsibility for ICT, as well as a full-time ICT technician. We're probably looking at recruiting somebody now around February, March time in order to make sure we get the right person, so we're going to have to manage until then.
Work began more than 8 weeks ago on the old Aloft School site where the new school will be built. And Vicky is keen to see how the demolition of the old building is progressing.
Hello, hi Gary, it's Vicky. I'm standing outside Aloft. The gates are still locked and I thought I'd be able to get onto site today. Thanks. Well, it looks like the site is not actually ready and unfortunately they've got to do more work. So it looks like the schedule's slightly behind.
Next time in the journey, the children rehearse for the school play. And following the success of Technology Week, Vicky has to look hard at her budget to see how she can implement her ICT vision over the coming year.
Goodbye, see you next time.